Hey, this is Brindlewolf.
And I'm Lunaria.
You're listening to Rise Awakenings, part of the Rise Radio Network where advice meets action.
We're here to spark your growth, lift your spirit, and help you crush your potential.
Rise awakening, hear the call. Through the static, we break the wall. Your station, your voice where dreams awaken. Fly. Rise awakening, now is the time.
Rise Awakenings, let's rise together.
Seeds in the dark of night, whisper dreams to the silent sky. But nothing's rising, nothing's right, just dirt and shadows asking why. The clock keeps ticking but won't reply. Is the answer here or am I blind?
Wait for the bloom.
It's Brindlewolf and Diane. So listen up if you can. Yeah, journey with them today as they help you find your way. Oh, mental wellness is the topic of the hour. Mental health and the power to tap into our alignments will lead to our refinements. Phoenix Talk, a show like you've never seen. Phoenix Talk, awareness that has never been. Phoenix Talk with Brindlewolf and Diane. Phoenix Talk, so tune in if you can.
Welcome to Phoenix Talks. Oh no, hold on. There we go. I was on the wrong side of the screen.
Before we even start, holy shizer, that video was incredible.
Thank you.
Wow. That's amazing. That really was amazing. Michka did that, everyone.
I learned some new tricks.
He made that all by himself.
With a little help from stock footage on Clipchamp, but yes, that was Wait for the Bloom, originally created on Suno using their AI generation with the topic for tonight. Because Diana had reached out. By the way, welcome to Phoenix Talks. I'm Brindlewolf, and that's Rev Diane over there.
Hi.
But she had reached out. I was like, what do we need to talk about this week? And she said, patience in the journey. And I'm like, could you tell me a little more? And you told me what?
You know, when you're kind of just like doing the things and you feel like you're in limbo and you feel like things are not moving forward, but you realize that you have to be patient in seeing the fruits of your efforts and actions and work and, you know, healing and progress. And that's why the song was so perfect and the video is so perfect, because, you know, a plant doesn't grow in a day.
No, it really doesn't.
And that old saying, Rome wasn't built in a day, and you can't just, healing is not a light switch that's like on and off.
Right.
It's such a process, and it's so hard to be patient and allow ourselves to not sabotage our own journey because we're projecting these expectations of timelines that really are imaginary. They're imaginary because they're programmed beliefs. If we surrender completely, we can relax into the feeling patient and trust that it's going to unfold for you because you're putting in the effort. That patience piece is really a challenge for everybody, I think.
And the fact that that's our topic this week with everything that's been going on in my personal life. Yeah. Just a little bit.
I keep hearing that one line with Axl Rose's voice from Guns N' Roses, just a little patience, or whoever sang that part. You know, like
And actually this week on the Messengers, Carrie sang it.
No way.
That's what we closed the Messengers with, was that
That's
song.
hilarious. I didn't know because I didn't catch it. I didn't catch it yet.
But yeah, that's the one that
so
she
perfect.
sent as her closer. So that I was like, yeah, this is perfect for the rest of the week. And yesterday on Brindle's Vision, it was very similar in the message. And all of the shows seem to just follow in each week. They just one right after another with similar message.
I can't wait to see what the core is going to bring us tomorrow with Lunaria.
At the end of the show, I have the teaser for the video that's going to be played tomorrow morning that people haven't been able to see the full of yet. But it'll be released on my YouTube at least tomorrow at noon. So you'll be able to see that full. And Wait for the Bloom will also be premiered on my YouTube tonight after Phoenix Talks is over. So I timed them
Good.
both so that they would be right at the end of the show, so you can go over and check it out again.
Yes.
But sincerely, the evolution of a seed, it doesn't just happen. It requires, even weeds, which, Michael, I saw your comment. We'll get to that in a minute. But it takes the right conditions for a seed to sprout the roots.
Mm-hmm.
But once the roots are sprouted, it still takes time for them to gather up what they need to push that stem, that stamen up through the earth. And then there are some trees, some flowering plants that only bloom once a year.
Mm-hmm.
We only get fruit from trees once a year, and we have to wait. Unless, of course, they're genetically modified in factories with sun lamps all day long that fool the process. But
Right.
talking natural.
Right.
Oh, and I see
Yeah.
is in the audience over on YouTube. Welcome in, and Lunaria, and Mish, and Michael, and Bubble Kitten Whittlefeet over on Twitch.
Yay. Hi, everyone. Thank you for being here.
But when it comes to waiting for a seed to sprout, and if it's a flowering seed, to wait on that requires patience and the process.
Yes. And I like to remind myself, because I mean, I struggle with patience too. And I catch myself when I'm struggling with it, and I tell myself, no, we've just laid some more mortar on the new brick you just laid last week. Give it time to set and lay the next brick. It's okay. We're creating a foundation that's sustainable and maintainable. We can't do that in a rush.
No.
It takes time. And that's the, you know.
I mean, in comparison, some weeds, as Michael brought up, grow faster than flowers. Like, if we really wanted to have a comparison, my learning how to do that video was a weed. Because that only took 4 hours. But what about everything else? What about all of the other changes, all the healing that we want to accomplish, the transitionings, the evolutions, rising into our full potential, maintaining authenticity, maintaining our integrity? What about those? That's a daily journey.
Yeah.
In some form or fashion.
Yeah. So we want to be patient with ourselves, at least in the sense of giving ourselves an opportunity to experience those growth spurts that we have. At minimum. At maximum, acknowledge them fully, cheer yourself on, give yourself gratitude, show yourself lots of love to cheer yourself on to keep going and doing, not focusing on where you're not yet, but focusing on the solid foundation that you're building and creating that helps you maintain some semblance of patience. When you distract yourself with what you're actually doing in the moment and what you actually have accomplished, no matter what size that accomplishment might seem in your judged, programmed, limited beliefs.
Yeah. And actually, I have an audience participation question for the live chat, wherever you're listening or watching. How many times, or have you, actually it's a yes or no, have you thought that you worked through something only to have it rise to the surface 10, 15 years later? Have you experienced that? And all of a sudden you feel like you're right back where you started in that healing journey? Feel free to put a yes in the comments. You're not alone.
Yeah. All of us.
All of us. And Michael pleads the fifth, which means yes.
And it's true. If we rush into something and speed through it, it's not going to maintain and it's not going to sustain itself. It will eventually, because you will have missed something. And weeds aren't necessarily a bad thing, because to me, they're your training ground. They're your boot camp. It's where you learn the do's and don'ts. It's where you build the skill.
Yeah.
So it's necessary part of laying the foundation. So
and then the brick and mortar. You having fun with that? Are you guys having fun with the brick and mortar? You got the patience? You feel like you're losing it? Wondering if it's ever going to get built? Wondering if you're going to run out of the mortar to put in between the bricks? Or if you're going to have to get creative?
Yeah. I think we forget sometimes because we want to be in a specific area or a specific place of being or experience or whatever. And I think we forget that the people that if you're still comparing yourself to people, subconsciously you might be if you're putting this kind of pressure on yourself. So food for thought, more homework. But if you're comparing yourself to people who are where you want your goal to find you someday, you're never going to move forward, because you're going to block yourself by comparing yourself. They didn't get there just like that. I guarantee you it took them years to get there. And I'm not saying it's going to take that long for you. What I'm saying is that's not an overnight thing. Yeah. No, even artists, even like Michelangelo had to start somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't start immediately right out the gate as this savant, unless you're a savant.
Right. I don't remember the ancient at this point artist that I saw mentioned in a Facebook post the other day, but they were talking about, maybe it was Picasso, thousands of paintings, and you only know about 50 of them. Thousands.
Right.
It's kind of like, I have over 18,000 songs on Smule in my channel right now. Over 18,000. Right. And you know about less than 200 of them.
Right. So I have firsthand experience with Picassos through my auction house side gig. And they are the ones that didn't make it. I've seen quite a few early Picassos that didn't quite qualify, and I see why. And because I look at it, I'm like, this is a Picasso. But then I remember, oh, he's still practicing. He's not there yet. Everyone starts somewhere. And I think it's so easy to forget that about ourselves, to forget that about our human experience. It's like we're supposed to be experts right out the gate.
Exactly.
Or, we start taking actions towards building capital in our lives in some way, shape, or form, and you're saving $10 a week. Well, it takes a minute for that to climb up. So you just got to give it a minute. And I feel like that we block ourselves from receiving opportunities and receiving abundance with that focus on us not having it now, instead of aligning ourselves with it coming to us via surrendering patiently to the process whilst taking those actions.
And actually, we got a response from my question about what if you run out of mortar and building a wall. Got the response I was looking for. No, I hate it. I was actually looking for that response from somebody. You know why? So that I could tell you to stop. We don't like it. It's not comfortable. Not in any way, shape, or form is it comfortable to have to constantly feel like we don't know if we're going to be able to build, if we're going to be able to get to where it is that we want to go. But we're so focused sometimes, and when we say we hate the journey, we're so focused on what we're not getting to that we forget what we have gotten to. We forget what we have learned. And when we start to lose patience in the journey, patience in the process, you ever watched paint dry? It's fucking boring.
Right.
You ever watched water boil? God bless.
So I like to say set it and forget it when it comes to what you're working on and what you're doing, the steps that you're taking. Just set it and forget it and move on to the next step. Do not sit there contemplating where you're supposed to be or not supposed to be. Do not sit there thinking about what you didn't do yet or didn't your to-do list that's 20,000 miles long. That's how mine feels like it is. But then I remind myself, nope, just look at the next step. Just do one thing, because if I do one thing, I'm one thing closer to where I need to be. I cannot move forward if I do not do one thing at least.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean that it has to be a monumental thing. It could be a tiny little step. I'm okay with whatever size step it is. The idea is to keep that momentum flowing for yourself and set it and forget it. Just do and go, do and go. Do not sit there contemplating, because you're creating this resistance towards receiving opportunities. And that kind of leads me into another thing that I want to touch upon that's kind of blocking and hindering us being patient. And that is how we try to force things and fit things into boxes. So we're right. We're trying to say, well, I need the specific abundance or this specific goal in this particular form, on this particular timeline, on this particular, from this particular person, or whatever your projected expectations and ideals are. And a lot of times that sabotages us, because that closes us off to other opportunities that may actually be better than what we're imagining.
Exactly.
And so I wanted to bring that up, because I know that we get impatient and we just go for what we decide is going to speed along the process, instead of just allowing it to unfold for us. We're forcing things into boxes.
Right.
And that forcing creates that like pushing it away thing. So now you're getting more impatient because it's not happening. Well, stop pushing it away. Unintentionally, of course. Now that you know.
Right. And Feral Kitty over on Twitch said, I refuse to be put in a box, and I think it's a problem sometimes. It can be, because it can actually close you off from receiving some of the guidance that you're actually looking for and wanting, while not wanting to be put into a box. And oh, this is what you are. This is how you're. I get it.
Right.
Totally.
Yeah.
But make sure that you're not putting up the walls so that people can't see you at all.
Right. And remember, your journey is your own. Comparison is a thief of joy. Whoever said that in history, thank you.
Eleanor Roosevelt.
Thank you. Your journey is your own. I don't want you thinking that you did something that you shouldn't have done or whatever, just because you have certain things that is deemed normal and acceptable. And, you know, whatever you were meant to experience in this life was meant for you to experience, including what you didn't get. So I want to say that if you're getting impatient because you are wanting things to be what you experienced maybe in another part of your life, or feel like you're in a state of lack in some way that is pertaining to what you would like to experience from your own past experience, that is no longer obtainable today. So I feel like releasing the past, the attachment to those specific circumstances, is going to help you be patient and more open to maybe something possible that comes your way that is something beyond your wildest dreams and way better than what you had experienced. So right. I feel like that attachment to things that you have had and experienced in the past is keeping you stuck on that idea, instead of allowing you to be surrendering and open to something even better.
Right.
I'm
and yes, Michael just wrote another novella. But I can sum that up with, when you hit those speed bumps in the journey and things aren't going exactly how you had wanted to, or you forget, lose interest, whatever, I'm going to sum it up with what you just said with one word: gaslight.
Oh, God, we gaslight ourselves constantly. Totally.
And unfortunately, the camera that I use for this show is not affixed to anything. And if I swat it with one of my tarot cards, it's going to fall. But this is something that happens in my TikTok lives, by the way. When I need to get somebody's attention, I start swatting them with a tarot card saying, "Stop it."
I can just do this. Stop it. Stop it.
And Michael's like, usually to me, a lot. It's not just you. I did it to at least 5 or 6 people last night. So, it happens. But it's one of those things when you're not getting where you want to go as quickly as you thought or had hoped. Don't gaslight yourself that you're not there yet.
Right. Or that you're not moving forward, because you're basically telling yourself that you're not accomplishing anything when the reality is you're actually taking some actions towards it. So like, don't dismiss yourself. Don't gaslight yourself, because again, that's judging yourself based on the programming, based on society, culture, and religion kind of pushing ideas into your brain from birth. And now you're judging yourself instead of just saying, okay, let me be in my flow, let it flow. And I'm open to any and all opportunities, you know?
Yeah. And Tiff is over in the YouTube chat is saying, or if I'm there. Yeah, I do it to YouTube. If I think that you're not listening to yourself or believing you're thinking a little bit too much, yeah, I'm going to, with the card.
Yeah. Yes. And one of the tricks, one of the kind of visualization tricks that I try to help people with when they're unraveling life and understanding what they've been programmed to believe and what's outdated software that needs an update, and, you know, or maybe viruses that need to be eradicated, if we're making the computer comparison to the brain.
Lobotomies don't actually work, by the way, but keep going.
Imagine a completely clean slate. Imagine, like, you know, when you were a kid and you got like the do-over. So imagine giving yourself do-overs, but giving yourself a clean slate where, without judgment and without shame, you get to decide if something feels right and is completely aligned with you. Do I really feel that way? Do I really agree with that belief? Do I really want this deodorant? Do I really like this kind of, you know, atmosphere? What do I want to experience? Like, you have to allow yourself a clean slate of getting to know what your specific needs and aligned desires are. Because you're not going to get into your own flow if you don't go to that depth of self-discovery. Because again, you were told who you are at birth, like you have a barcode on your brain, right? Bloop. This one's Catholic.
All of a sudden, I have this image of everybody going to the grocery store and scanning their face. So,
I was about to say, bloop. This one's Catholic, Italian, like, you know, like this is. Right?
Could you tell me how much I'm worth, please? I need to scan myself.
Depends on the culture you're from. You know, I'm female, and so technically I'm worthless in some cultures. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really have to. But why would you hang on to beliefs and programming and ideas that are detrimental to your overall health and well-being and don't actually make any sense and feel like they are shameful and fearful and disruptive generally? Yeah. So question everything. And that, how does that tie into patience? Well, the programming is what's making you impatient. So learning what it is that you need to deprogram yourself from believing to allow yourself to surrender into whatever the experience is going to bring to you is very important.
Right. And the belief system that if you are you, yes, Bubba Kitten, little feet, I'm responding to you. She's going to have to change her Twitch name to Little Feet, because that's what I call her in TikTok. Because if I am me, I'm evil and going to hell. I thought you were already there.
Yes. I come from the same religious dogma and upbringing, which I no longer.
And almost on cue, Rockin' Cherry comes into the chat.
Right. Right. With the emoji of hell, you know, like fiery hell. Which is another programmed belief.
It really is.
That there's these places when ultimately the experience is internal, and the experience is how we feel about ourselves, and are we in alignment with with love and compassion, or are we living in fear and judging and shameful and all that stuff? Hell is living in fear, judgment, shame, anger, grief. That's hell.
Over
What
and
we're
over
trying to
and
do.
over and over.
We trying to elevate and rise.
Oh my
That
God,
comes
why
from
would your
healing.
parents do that? That's just mean. That's like naming a boy Sue. How do you do? But
yes.
you know, you mentioned about alignment, and actually right before that, I was looking for the segue because that was coming in. Because sometimes, and it's a perfect chance, an opportunity to talk about alignment when it comes to patience in the journey, because many of you know who Abraham Hicks is, and something that is brought up, that if you're not in alignment with what the universe has waiting for you, you ain't getting it.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's not anybody else's fault. It's because the belief is limited.
Right.
It's because the worth is low.
Right.
It's because the enough is never.
Yeah.
Finding that you matter, finding that you're enough, finding that you're worth, having what you want. Now, is it a magic formula to simply say, I am in alignment with who I am and I shall have $1 million by next week? Well, Jim Carrey it worked for, but it took 15, 20 years.
Right. Thank you. Steve Harvey. He had it written on a piece of paper when he was a kid, and it was in his dresser in elementary school. You know what I mean? Like he had it, and he didn't until his 30s.
Mm-hmm.
So I think in relation to aligning yourself, and in addition to what you said, is the understanding that you're not going to know if you're aligned with yourself if you don't have experiences that feel like failures. You're impatient because something went wrong again. No. Just flip the script, shift the perspective of it, shift the mindset on it, and decide, okay, so I needed to understand these parts of myself that are keeping me stuck at this level instead of helping myself move forward. So I'm going to focus on what didn't go right so that I understand myself and know what I need to fix in here so that I could align myself to what's coming. That's all this is. And that's, same in line with the weeds. Everything is happening for a reason. Yep. It may not always be pleasant, but it's meant for us to learn about ourselves. and discover what aligns with us, because we don't know what we don't know until we know it.
And you don't need to.
No. No,
I mean,
but you got to be open to it.
Yeah. I mean, looking for knowledge, that's always a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you're trying to figure out, okay, what do I need to know so that I can get back onto the journey?
Yeah.
I mean,
but that's part of the journey, though.
Perfect opportunity to bring up what I saw and posted on TikTok earlier, just before the show. I mean, yesterday we had the moon in Uranus. But that's not how I said it.
No, that's not.
Yesterday we had an astrological event to tell you to pull your intuition out of your butt. Because the moon was in Uranus.
Yeah, the 12-year-old in us will never leave.
I hope the fuck not.
No.
Booty, 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 rocking everywhere. Yes.
Yes. But on that note of our intuition being up our butt, let's take our intuition out of our butt and let our intuition be heard and respected and trusted, and stop gaslighting ourselves and start allowing us to set boundaries and say no and make difficult decisions that piss some people off, and really take the actions that we need to take in order to align us with what our goals are. It doesn't mean you gotta, hurt anybody. That's when you're clear and direct, no one gets hurt, because you told them very clearly, very directly, and very respectfully and lovingly. Some people need to be told a few times. Just keep saying it the same identical way, very patiently, because eventually they're going to understand. And if they don't understand, they're going to learn, because you're going to stand firm in it and say, remember, we talked about X, Y, and Z. Thank you, but no thank you. I appreciate it, but it's not aligned with me.
Yep.
That's
And just remember, every human being on the planet is all born with two things: opinions and assholes. Guess what? Sometimes they stink. I'm just saying.
Yes. Yes. But it's that alignment which will help us realize that everything's divinely orchestrated for us. Everything will come to us in its divine timing. Everything that happens is for our learning, and we need to allow it to happen without us forcing our judgment on it. Recognizing what are we doing to judge? That's the programming. All of these things come into play with giving ourselves the opportunity to find the patience and become the patience that we need to attract what we want to attract. So it's all part of the big picture.
If you're holding on to the past, if you're not forgiving yourself, if you're
That's
not
a big
in alignment.
One. Can we pause there for a second?
You want to pause on the forgiveness part? Sure.
Yes, because that's a big one too. And we didn't, do we have time? We didn't talk about that yet.
Time is slow for this one. We're good.
Forgiveness. We're not patient because that judgment, we're resenting ourselves for shit. Stop. That self-compassion piece. Thank you for bringing that up, Michka. That self-compassion piece is necessary to help us move beyond that and stop and get rid of the attachment. You know what I'm saying? And see it from a perspective of understanding and learning. That self-compassion piece is key.
I mean, unless you want to be Super Mario and you get to that one spot where you have a ding, 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 until you get it. Seriously, do you like collecting all those coins? Ding, 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 ding.
Right. You know,
Exactly.
with all that, right, and with all that repeat judgment that's happening, that repeat, like, you know, gaslighting and all that stuff, you're sabotaging, you're putting yourself into I'd say release the pressure cooker, release the pressure. You're putting yourself into a pressure cooker. That's not helping anything. That's going to slow things down instead of actually, the patience brings them to you faster.
Right. And Michael gave the perfect segue that I was also waiting for, because sometimes we get stuck in those modes where we're trying to find all the treasure that we can, Super Mario or whatever game you're playing.
Yeah.
Well, what if I'm broken? That's all I can get. This is another thing that interrupts the journey.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Now, the fun part is that it's also part of the journey.
It is.
And how long you get stuck in that identity.
Yeah. I had a conversation with somebody today with regards to where they're at in life, and I was listening to what they were saying about where they're at, what their environment looks like, what's kind of job they ended up, and it's a weird space and place, and how it brings them down. And I paused them and said, you're carrying the weight of what you're told things are supposed to be like, and you're hanging on to a version of you that already been there, done that, and then erasing it from who you are as a person today, instead of saying, yes, I am that person, so much so that I accomplished this, and have that as part of your now, instead of, I am nothing now because I used to be. Well, where did it go? Like, you didn't disappear from you. It's still there.
Yeah.
And that lack of acceptance of your current circumstances, because of the judgment and comparisons and expectations that are projected onto it from some faulty programming, is blocking you from receiving what it is that you need to receive. So that patience includes dropping all ideas of what it's supposed to look like, how it's supposed to go, how it's supposed to unfold. Just doing intuitively the next steps.
Yeah. I mean, granted, doing it intuitively is not going to make the tacos that Michael ate all of and now has to go and make more in order for him to be able to enjoy more. Are you enjoying your own metaphor?
Michael, if you whip out the carne asada, I'll be there in an hour. No, I won't. I have no idea where you are.
He's in Georgia. You'd never make it in an
hour. No, I need more than an hour.
Not even with a transporter. Anyway. Nope.
Beam me up, Scotty. I'm going to get me some tacos.
Oh, someone else ate all of his tacos. Well, okay.
It wasn't me.
But that brings up another extension of other metaphors of, they did this to me.
Oof, yeah. How many times have we heard that?
And they are the reason that I can't get any further. And then we get stuck in the they and the them. And I didn't do this to myself. Yes, you fucking did. At this point, you fucking did. No, I love you all. But if you are still stuck in that same loop of they did this, I can't be this way because they said this, they taught me this, they programmed me this. If you are still stuck in that loop, how's that working for you if you are stuck in your journey?
Right. So instead of they did this to me, they showed me what I don't want. They showed me what doesn't resonate with me. They showed me, I'm glad I learned what I don't want. I'm going to go seek out what I do.
Right.
I know what that looks like, and I know what to stay away from. That's the reframe.
Yeah. And sometimes the universe is helping you learn the virtue of patience by keeping you where you're at, because you have not shown it that you are aligned with more of something new, something better. Because a lot of times you're still aligned with what was.
Yeah.
And if you're not also aligned with receiving more and showing the gratitude of what you do have. Do you have a roof? Do you have food?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not enough, but are you in alignment with what you do have?
Mm-hmm.
In gratitude, in peace, with grace, because this is what helps to push you in the right direction, even if it's baby steps.
Yeah.
And sure, you're going to have to pull out I don't call them weeds, I call them unwanted.
Yes.
Because it's still life.
Yeah.
But it's unwanted part of our garden.
Yes. It might just need to move to a different section of the garden so it doesn't suffocate the thing that needs to be nurtured.
Exactly. We'll add it to the tribble pile in TikTok. I'm starting, coined words that have been used in other or signals, like Annabelle. Everybody who knows me knows who Annabelle is, and they know what tribbles are. And they also know how I handle tribbles.
I could see some trauma in that one.
Maybe for them.
Meanwhile, thanks to Michael's comment about painting the town red, I have all that jazz from Chicago stuck in my head now. Come on, babe, we're gonna paint the town.
You guys have been amazing over in the chat tonight. And speaking of, if you're watching the replay and you miss out on why I make some of the facial features that I do, it's because of what's going on in the chat. And if you're just listening on iHeartRadio or Apple Podcast, Amazon Podcast, Spotify, wherever the show is going to be put up on and you find it, come over to the Twitch, Brindleizer with a Y and a Z. And look us up, because that's where the main chat and the main fun happens. So be sure to check that out over on Twitch, because that's, oh my God, they've had such an amazing time tonight. And
I can't wait to see what's going to happen tomorrow. I cannot wait to see what cards are going to be pulled, and it's going to be one hell of a.
It really is
a debut.
3 cards. 3 states, 3 readers, 3 cards, 1 message.
Right.
So it's going to be interesting, and I'm looking forward to it. And after we do our shameless plugs to close out the show, I'm going to play the promo for tomorrow.
Yay.
One more time before bookending Wait for the Bloom, for those who are late coming in, and so that you can take everything that we talked about.
It's 11 o'clock, Rock and Cherry. Sorry.
11 a.m.
Eastern time.
Eastern.
Sorry.
Oh, no, that's okay. I missed that. But time for those plugs.
Okay.
And I'm not talking about for me, not those kind of plugs.
Not those kind of plugs.
Oh, that one.
That's me. Come to HealingRose.org and book your free discovery call if you want some specific time with me, and transformational coaching, Sikhem Reiki. I'm taking students on. Just come check me out. I am going to be doing a Sunday circle on Rise Awakenings Radio. It may be, I don't know, Mike and I are still figuring out the logistics of it, but we
already have a theme song done. It's ready.
Yes, I have my Healing Rose theme song. Uh, we'll see what's going to happen. So that probably won't be till January, but at least I'll get that little earworm in and little buzz in your head, because we're shooting for like a noon on a Sunday kind of thing. Your weekly spiritual upliftment with my Sunday circle.
and her original has been brindleized through Suno, so
Yes,
it's pretty amazing.
yes,
If I do say so myself, then I will.
it is.
And it's gift season time, and if you haven't picked up the book for yourself yet, go ahead and give that gift to you. I know that
Yes.
Feral Kitty just got it today on Kindle, and I hope that she's enjoying that. She's in the Twitch chat today. But
Yeah.
if you know of somebody who needs my directness
Yes.
to help own their own fire again, grab my book. And also for one-on-ones with me, no, I'm not cheap, but you get a lot of follow-up, you get a lot of information, you get a recording, and upcoming soon, the intensives are also going to be kind of a mentorship. So anybody who is looking to really rise up, I know that Stephanie in Twitch chat is looking forward to that come February. So
Yes.
keep a lookout for that.
So I'm going to just say this really quick. Brindlewolf, it's not that you're expensive. You're pricing yourself quite reasonably and quite affordably. So I'm not surprised that your prices are going up, because what just like for me, what we're each charging folks for is our knowledge, expertise, and our personal experience that comes along with many, many years of being in this and understanding things. And like, we have the knowledge and information compact already ready for you, and have done all the research and done all the work so that you can easily obtain it. And the reason why you're selecting one of us is because we truly reach you and resonate you specifically. And so it's an investment in your healing journey.
Mm-hmm.
Just like you would pay for a class at Omega Institute, you're paying for that level of information with us. And so I'm saying this because you said, I know it's not cheap. No. It's actually quite reasonable and affordable. And it's that quality and high level of information that folks pay a hell of a ton more for. So you're keeping it as affordable as you can, so that
Yes.
and I am too. I'm keeping it as affordable as I can in order for us to be able to reach more people. And I think that's what sets us apart a little bit too, is like, yeah, we both need to raise our prices because inflation, but we're still keeping it affordable because we need to reach more people.
Yep.
So,
and if you don't have a popcorn moment with me, I won't charge you. But let me know how that works. Every single person in this room has had a popcorn moment.
No.
Every single one of you.
Yes, absolutely. And I'm laughing because I'm like that. It's, you know what? Listen, there is not a single soul that either of us haven't had like aha moments with, like, or triggered an aha moment for yourself where you connected these dots, and
yes,
some part of you is like now open to getting more information to heal something, so like, that us working with you personally is worth every penny. So I'm not selling it, but I'm just correcting you from saying what you said before. I'm like, no, we're not doing it.
I will tag on to that. I will tag on to that because a lot of people look at not just mine, but any readers or coaching pricing schedule. And if you don't align with that coach, it doesn't matter if it's $5 or $5,000. You're not going to pay it. You're going to say, I can't afford it, and mean it. But when it comes to, if you've been holding on to all of these things if you've been given your power away, if you're burnt out, if you can't figure out what it is that you want, that you need to do, if you could discover that wisdom that's inside of you already, what's that worth?
Right. What did you have to go through to get to where you're at and be at the knowledge point that you're at?
Right.
Yeah.
So
patience in the journey.
Yes, absolutely. And if you guys have any suggestions while we're doing the closeout for next week's topic, feel free to drop them in the comments and we'll take a look at them after the show is over.
Yes.
Thank you
Is anyone
so
in the
much.
live still, or maybe they have a suggestion? If anyone in the live has a suggestion too.
That's what I mean. Anybody
Okay.
who's watching us live, if you have a suggestion, please drop it in the comments now. Even if you are watching the replay over on YouTube or here on Twitch, then you can drop it in the comment and we will take a look at it and see if it's something that we want to talk about next week. Okay.
Yeah.
But you guys have an amazing night. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow at 11 a.m. It'll be on DJ Carrie Lynn Twitch tomorrow.
I cannot wait.
I think, unless I put it back here. I'll decide in the morning because I'm running the show. Anyway.
I am so looking forward to it.
Yes. And if you're over on Rise Radio, in about an hour from now, will be Honky Tonk Heaven with Will Iomi. So go and support him over there and give a listen to his show. He plays The Country That You Provide. And with that, love you guys.
That was so synchronized.
Right? We don't plan this shit. It just happened.
It was so perfect.
But have an amazing night. And here's a preview for tomorrow.
Red unseen, it pulls us near.
The whispers loud, the message clear. The core is calling. The core is calling. Feel the glow. Three paths merging, truths to show. From the many to the one, we find a life for the collective mind. Collective mind. Collective
I planted seeds in the dark of night, whispered dreams to the silent sky. But nothing's rising, nothing's right, just dirt and shadows asking why. The clock keeps ticking but won't reply. Is the answer here or am I blind? The bud stays closed, wait for the bloom. The roots are working beneath the gloom. What feels like nothing is making room. Will it open? Wait for the bloom.
It's Brindlewolf and Diane, so listen up if you can. Yeah, journey with them today as they help you find your way. Oh, mental wellness is the topic of the hour. Mental health and the power to tap into our alignments will lead to our refinements. Phoenix Talk, a show like you've never seen. Phoenix Talks, awareness that has never been. Phoenix Talks with Brindlewolf and Diane. Phoenix Talks,